Connecting the power supply. Before connecting the machine to the power supply, make sure to turn the power switch off. Connect the power supply cord by inserting the plugs into the machine and the power outlet. Turn the power switch on. Use the touch panel stylus included in the standard accessories when operating the visual touch screen. Machine operating buttons. You can use either the start-stop button or the foot control to operate the machine. Start-stop button. Press the start-stop button to start or to stop the machine. The machine will run slowly while this button is pressed, and will start running at the speed set by the speed control slider when the button is released. Pressing the start-stop button again while the machine is running will slow down the machine, and it will stop when the button is released. The start-stop button does not work when the foot control is connected. Speed control. The machine is equipped with 2 ways of speed control for sewing. When the foot control is not connected, sewing speed is determined by the speed control slider. To decrease the speed, shift the slider to the left. Shift to the right to increase the speed. If you wish to use the foot control, open the base cover of the foot control and draw out the cable. Close the base cover of the foot control. Turn the power switch off. Insert the pin connector into the jack on the machine. Turn the power switch on. The maximum sewing speed is decided by the speed control slider. If you set the slider to the slow position, this speed will be limited even if the foot control is depressed completely. This is useful for sewing fine fabrics, etc. Set the speed control slider at the fastest position and adjust the amount of foot control depression for normal sewing. The cord of the foot control can be conveniently stored in the cord storage under the base cover of the foot control. Reverse button. When these patterns are being sewn, the machine will sew in reverse as long as the reverse button is being pressed. To secure the beginning of a seam, press and hold down this button so that the machine will sew in reverse at the slowest speed. When other patterns are selected, pressing the reverse button causes the machine to lock the stitch in place and stop automatically. Auto lock button. When these patterns have been selected, the machine immediately locks the stitch and will stop automatically by pressing the auto lock button. When other patterns are selected, the machine will sew to the end of the pattern being sewn, then lock the stitch and stop automatically. If you press the auto lock button before sewing, the machine will sew one stitch and stop automatically. Needle up-down button. Press this button to raise or lower the needle. Thread cutter button. Press this button to trim the threads after sewing. The needle and presser foot will automatically rise after trimming the threads. You can sew the next stitch without pulling the bobbin thread up. If you use thick threads or the twin needle, use the thread cutter on the faceplate. Pull the threads up and slip them between the thread cutter and faceplate from behind. Pull the threads toward you to cut. Presser foot lifter button. The presser foot will go up or down by pressing this button. You can also raise or lower the presser foot manually with the presser foot lifter. You can raise the presser foot higher than the normal up position. This helps you to place thick fabrics under the foot. You can raise or lower the presser foot without using the presser foot lifter when the knee lifter is attached. Match the ribs on the knee lifter with the notches in the knee lifter socket and insert the knee lifter. The knee lifter is helpful for handling large fabrics such as quilts by controlling the presser foot with your knee. Thumb wheel. Turn the thumb wheel to lower or raise the needle to check the needle drop position. Do not use the thumb wheel to penetrate the fabric. Winding the bobbin. Press the lockout key. Raise the foot. Slide the hook cover release button to the right and remove the hook cover. Take out the bobbin. Put the bobbin on the bobbin winder spindle. Be sure that the bobbin snaps into place. Press the lockout key to unlock the machine. Raise the retractable thread guide bar. Place a spool of thread on the right spool pin and secure the spool with the spool holder. Pass the thread through the guide on the thread guide bar from behind. Pass the thread under the bobbin winding tension disc. Hold the thread with both hands and wind it around the bobbin clockwise several times. Insert the thread into one of the slits of the flange plate and pull the thread to cut it. Push the bobbin winder stopper to the left. Press the bobbin winding button. The visual touch screen will show the bobbin winding sign. When the bobbin is fully wound, it will stop spinning and the bobbin stopper returns to its original position automatically. Remove the bobbin and cut the thread with the thread cutter. Press the lockout key. Raise the foot. Place the bobbin in the bobbin holder with the thread running off counterclockwise as shown on the hook cover plate. Hold the bobbin in place with your fingertips so it does not rotate. Guide the thread into the front notch of the bobbin holder. Pass the thread under the guide and pull it to the left. Pull the thread slightly until it passes through the side notch. Pass the thread into the guide paths marked 1 and 2. Pull the thread to the right through the slit. Make sure that the thread comes out from the side notch of the bobbin holder. Insert the hook cover plate. Press the lockout key to unlock the machine. Threading the machine. Raise the needle by pressing the needle up-down button. Press the lockout key. Raise the retractable thread guide bar. Place a spool of thread on the left spool pin and secure the spool with the spool holder. Pass the thread through the guide on the thread guide bar from behind. Pass the thread through the right thread guide. Hold the thread with both hands and pass it under the upper thread guide. Pass the thread through the left thread guide. Pull the thread up around the thread guide plate and along the left channel. Slip the thread into the eye of the take-up lever and pull it down along the left channel. Pass the thread through the lower thread guide from the right to the left. Pass the thread through the needle bar thread guide from the right and draw it to the left firmly. While holding the thread near the spool with your hand, pull the thread up to the left. Be sure that the thread passes through the slit of the needle threader. Cut the thread with the thread cutter. Pull down the needle threader lever as far as it will go. Slowly release the needle threader lever to its original position to pass the thread through the needle eye. Press the lockout key to unlock the machine. Drawing up the bobbin thread. You can start sewing without drawing up the bobbin thread for models using this type of needle plate. However, you need to draw up the bobbin thread and follow instructions when sewing gathering stitches and smocking. Press the lockout key. Raise the foot. Slide the hook cover release button to the right and remove the hook cover. Take out the bobbin. Place the bobbin in the bobbin holder with the thread running off counterclockwise. Hold the bobbin in place with your fingertips so it does not rotate. Guide the thread into the front notch of the bobbin holder. Pass the thread under the guide and pull it to the left. Pass the thread into the guide path marked 1. Make sure that the thread comes out from the side notch of the bobbin holder. Leave a 10 cm or 4-inch tail of bobbin thread. Insert the hook cover plate. Press the lockout key to unlock the machine. Hold the needle thread lightly with your left hand. Press the needle up-down button twice to lower and raise the needle. Pick up the bobbin thread. Pull both threads 10 cm or 4 inches under and behind the presser foot. Replacing the presser foot. Raise the needle by pressing the needle up-down button. Press the lockout key. Raise the presser foot lifter. Press the lever on the back of the foot holder and the presser foot will drop off. To avoid damaging the lever, do not push it down. Place the desired foot under the foot holder so the pin on the foot lies just under the groove on the foot holder. Lower the presser foot lifter to lock the foot in place. Press the lockout key to unlock the machine. Removing and attaching the foot holder. When using the ruler work foot or dual feed holder, you need to replace the foot holder. Attaching the ruler work foot. Raise the needle by pressing the needle up-down button. Press the lockout key. Raise the presser foot lifter. Loosen the thumb screw and remove the foot holder. Attach the ruler work foot to the presser bar from behind. Tighten the thumb screw with your fingers. Tighten the thumb screw firmly with the screwdriver to secure the ruler work foot. Press the lockout key to unlock the machine. Attaching the dual feed holder. Raise the needle by pressing the needle up-down button. Press the lockout key. Raise the presser foot lifter. Loosen the thumb screw and remove the foot holder. Attach the dual feed holder to the presser bar from behind. Tighten the thumb screw with your fingers. Push the dual feed link to engage with the upper feed driver. Lower the presser foot lifter. Tighten the thumb screw firmly with the screwdriver to secure the foot holder. Raise the presser foot lifter. Press the lockout key to unlock the machine. Press the dual feed key. Check to make sure that the confirmation message appears. Be sure the proper foot holder is attached to the machine. Press the close key. Replacing the needle plate. Use the straight stitch needle plate when needed. Press the lockout key. Press the needle plate release key and the needle plate will automatically snap off. A message will appear warning that the needle plate is not secured. Remove the needle plate by lifting it to the right. Insert the left edge of the straight stitch needle plate into the opening and attach the needle plate. Check to make sure that the confirmation message appears. Be sure the proper foot is attached to the machine. Press the close key. Turn the hand wheel slowly and check that the needle does not hit the needle plate. Press the lockout key to unlock the machine. Selecting patterns. Turn the power switch on. The visual touchscreen will show straight stitch of the utility stitches. The following items appear on the display. Sewing categories. Pattern selection keys. Sewing pattern. Recommended presser foot. Adjust keys. Function keys. In the ordinary sewing mode, there are 6 categories available. Utility stitches, buttonholes and specialty stitches, decorative and quilting stitches, monogramming, tapering, sewing applications, let's select the satin group stitch pattern number 4 in the decorative and quilting stitches category. The satin stitch pattern number 4 is selected. Manual stitch settings. You can alter the stitch length and stitch width as you select the pattern you desire. Press the Adjust key to expand the manual setting window. To change a setting, press the plus or minus key beside the setting you wish to change. You can change the following: stitch width, stitch length, elongation ratio, thread tension, foot pressure. Press the default key to return the settings to the default values. For straight stitches, you can move the needle drop position by pressing the plus or minus key. Press the plus key to move the needle drop position to the right. Press the minus key to move the needle drop position to the left. Stitch length and width can be changed with the stitch length adjusting dial and stitch width adjusting dial. Turn the stitch width adjusting dial to adjust the stitch width. Turn the stitch length adjusting dial to adjust the stitch length. Dropping the feed dogs. The drop feed key is available with the utility stitch group and some sewing applications. Press this key to drop or raise the feed dogs. Press the drop feed key to drop the feed dogs. Turn the hand wheel to lower the feed dogs. Press the drop feed key to raise the feed dogs. Turn the hand wheel to raise the feed dogs. Buttonholes. There are various styles of buttonholes available. Place the button on the back of the automatic buttonhole foot and push the holder to hold the button. Buttonhole length is determined automatically. You can make fine adjustments to the buttonhole length by turning the adjusting screw on the buttonhole foot. Press the lockout key. Raise the presser foot lifter. Press the lever on the back of the foot holder and the presser foot will drop off. Place the buttonhole foot under the foot holder so the pin on the foot lies just under the groove on the foot holder. Lower the presser foot lifter to lock the foot in place. Raise the presser foot lifter. Draw the needle thread to the left through the hole of the foot. Press the lockout key to unlock the machine. Mark the buttonhole position on the fabric and place it under the buttonhole foot. Lower the needle into the starting point by turning the hand wheel. Lower the presser foot. Pull down the buttonhole lever as far as it will go. Make sure there is no gap between the slider and front stopper. Start sewing while pulling the needle thread lightly to the left. After several stitches, free the needle thread and continue sewing. The machine will stop automatically when the buttonhole is complete. Press the thread cutter button and the machine will trim the threads. ASR, Accurate Stitch Regulator. The ASR reacts to movement of the fabric and provides the same stitch length for free motion, roller work or variable zigzag. Press the Sewing Application tab. Press the Quill tab. Press the Free Motion key. Press Straight Stitch 3. Check to make sure that the confirmation message appears. Be sure the proper foot is attached to the machine. Press the OK key. Press the lockout key. Raise the foot with the foot lifter. Loosen the thumb screw and remove the foot holder. Attach the ASR foot holder to the presser bar from behind. Tighten the thumb screw with your fingers. Tighten the thumb screw firmly with the screwdriver to secure the foot holder. Insert the plug into the attachment connector on the rear of the machine. Press the lockout key to unlock the machine. Press the ASR key. patterns not suitable for accurate stitch regulator function cannot be selected. Set the speed control slider to the fastest position. Replace your needle plate with a straight stitch needle plate for straight stitch sewing. Pull out the bobbin thread about 10 centimeters or 4 inches. Place the fabric under the foot. Lower the presser foot. Hold the needle thread and start the machine. Sew one stitch and the machine stops automatically. Pull the needle thread up to bring the bobbin thread up. Hold both the needle and bobbin threads and sew several stitches to secure the threads. You can trim the thread tails with scissors. Sew the fabric while guiding it with your hands. The status indicator will turn red during operation. The sewing speed changes according to the movement of the fabric. Programming a pattern combination. The patterns in the decorative stitch category and monograms can be programmed to make a pattern combination. For example, press the Decorative and Quilting Stitches tab and press Kids, K, Group. Press the Program key so you can program the pattern combination. Select a hard pattern in horizontal orientation. Press the Monogramming tab and press Broadway. Select uppercase letter A. Select uppercase letter B. Press the Decorative and Quilting Stitches tab and press Kids, K, Group. Press the Mirror Image key. Select a hard pattern in horizontal orientation. Select the Lock Stitch key. By inserting the lock stitch at the end of the pattern combination, the machine will sew the pattern combination, lock off the stitches at the end and then stop automatically. Start the machine. Press the thread cutter button and the machine will trim the threads. Saving and opening a file. The pattern combination and monogram can be saved as a file in the machine's internal memory or a USB flash drives. Saving a pattern combination. Press the Save File key to open the Save File window. Press the built-in memory key or a USB flash drive key to select the location to save the file. Open the folder. The file name is assigned automatically starting from number C001. If you wish to change the file name, press the Rename key to open the keyboard window. Enter the new name and press the OK key. Press the OK key to save the design under the new name. Opening a pattern combination. When you press the Open File key, the Open File window appears. Press the built-in memory key or a USB flash drive key to select the location. Select the desired file. The screen will return to the ordinary sewing window showing the saved pattern combination. Customizing machine settings. You can customize the machine settings in the setting mode. Press the Set Mode key to enter the setting mode. There are 3 setting modes: Machine Setting Mode, Sewing Setting Mode, Language Setting Mode. For example, let's customize the thread cut after auto lock. Press the sewing setting mode key to enter the sewing setting mode. Turn on the thread cut after auto lock. To activate your custom setting, press the OK key. The machine trims the threads automatically after the locking stitches are finished. Replacing the needle. Check the needle frequently to ensure that the tip is not bent or blunt. Replace the needle if it is bent or blunt. Raise the needle to replace it. When moving the needle, make sure that the needle does not hit the needle plate or other parts. Press the lockout key. Loosen the needle clamp screw with a screwdriver and remove the needle. Insert the needle into the needle clamp with the flat side of the needle to the rear. Push the needle up against the stopper and tighten the needle clamp screw securely with the screwdriver. Press the lockout key to unlock the machine. Care and maintenance. Cleaning the hook area. Clean the hook area frequently. Turn the power switch on. Raise the needle by pressing the needle up-down button. Press the lockout key. Loosen the needle clamp screw with a screwdriver and remove the needle. Raise the foot with the foot lifter. Turn the thumb screw counterclockwise to remove the foot holder and the thumb screw. Press the needle plate release key and the needle plate will automatically snap off. A message will appear warning that the needle plate is not secured. Remove the needle plate by lifting it to the right. Turn off the machine and disconnect it from the power supply. Remove the bobbin. Remove the bobbin holder by pulling its front part upward. Clean inside the bobbin holder and the bobbin holder holes with a lint brush. Wipe the bobbin holder both inside and outside with a soft cloth. Clean the feed dogs, thread cutter device, sensor area and hook race with a lint brush. Wipe the inside of the hook race with the cloth. To avoid injury, be careful when wiping the tip of the hook race. Attach the bobbin holder in the hook race, making sure the knob fits next to the stopper of the hook race. Turn the hand wheel slowly and check that the bobbin holder is inserted properly. Otherwise, it may cause a machine malfunction and/or damage to the bobbin holder. Attach the needle plate. Insert the plug into the power outlet. Turn the power switch on and make sure a warning message does not appear. Attach the needle and presser foot. Insert the bobbin. Cleaning the machine. Wipe the machine body with a soft cloth. Never use benzene or other chemical solvents for cleaning the machine body.